Sup? How you doing? What's going on, everybody? How is things? How is things? Are things good? Things good? Yeah, good, bad. You exist. All right, Aylwin. That's good. That's good. Nice. Excellent. We got. Hopefully we got a new Glen launch coming today, and we got an Atlas 5 launch too. Visat 3F2. Got a bunch of good stuff today. So, what's going on, everybody? We got a long stream. We're gonna do Kerbal, then New Glen launch coverage, and then I did say more Kerbal, but also I may have been gifted Anno 117, Pax Romana. So I'm thinking after New Glen, we should probably gonna give that one a shot. Rome, just a Roman city builder. Yeah, we should play that. And we'll play that basically until Visat 3F2. You're gonna make me buy another game today, aren't you? You're gonna make me watch another rocket launch, aren't you? Yeah. This goes both ways, dick. Hi. Sorry, it's not Battlefield time. Not yet, at least. Sorry. It would be rude to ignore a gift, X-Wing. That's right. What are we going to do? What are you going to do? Sorry, it's out of my control. I can't tell people to give me a damn game. I can't tell people to give me a damn game, Bob. Just please make me a burger. Anyway, so what I want to work on today in KSP, I want to get right into it because I want to, let's see, what time is New Glen scheduled to go? New Glen's scheduled to go at 2:57. So I want to get a good 2 hours of Kerbal in here. What I really want to do is evaluate some of the systems from previous career mode save that I use that are very useful for doing commercial missions. They are pretty adequate for what we're trying to do in this career mode save. These components are great for base building, station building, landers, etc., etc. So we're really going to look and see what parts we really want for career mode. So at the end of part 25, it's part 26 today. You said a Bob's Burgers reference. Yeah, you did. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, chat. Of course it's a Bob's Burgers reference. Whose other burgers would I be talking about? Lynn, whose burgers would I be freaking talking about? All right, anyway. Josh, what's going on, buddy? You figure things out, dude? I know you had some questions yesterday. You figure stuff out? KSP's good. Good time. Hey, Bob, can I get one of those horse burgers? You sound like Archer from Archer. Yeah, I know, because it's funny because the same voice actor does the voices for both of those characters. So, Chris, what's going on? Galax, how you doing? Yeah, he is definitely one of the better ones. Hi, I'm Bob from Bob's Burgers. Yeah, I will cook you the best burger of all time. The name's McGurk. Soccer's the game. Old school. Project Kuiper is now Amazon Leo. Okay. All right. So, at the end of yesterday, I brought every single save and all the craft files onto this computer from basically 2018 to now. So we have the career mode save, which is what we're playing right now. We have this career mode save. Career mode 25 is the second career mode that I've played in KSP. This is the first one. And that's probably the equipment shed that we're going to be grabbing. E_J Space Administration is the second sandbox save that I ever played. That has Mint Chip in it and a bunch of other good stuff. Smartship, what's going on? New Dream Chaser post today. Yeah. Cope Chaser. All right, so let's get the tunage back on. Josh, you did play a little bit and then the laptop got very angry at me, sadly. I don't have a PC right now because I'm at college. Oh, boy. Flavia, it is New Glenn Day. Yep. Okay, I have one question for Amazon. Why? Yeah, I don't know. So this is the original engineering mode save. We actually never delved into that. I kind of want to just look real quick, but most of the craft that I really am looking for is from that career mode save. We need those pallets. I'm also afraid that we don't have all the parts unlocked for the moon cranes, which could be... what is this? Oh, I had LV1 teed up here. Let's see, what's going on in the engineering mode save? Oh, this was the Grand Tour craft file. Yeah. Yeah. We probably don't need to look around in this one. Oh no, it loaded engineering mode 22. Hold on. I remember when Ike ate the Duna mission. That was uncool. I'm just here enjoying EJ before Nooglan. Yeah, what's up, Chris? How's things, man? Huh. Is it possible to have a friend revolution for a KSP2 revival? If KSP2 ain't coming back, Spark Ship, we're KSP1 in here. Alright, well that didn't work. Let's just load up E_J. Just finished 7 hours worth of training. Nice. Old school home movies vibes. Yeah, no, that's a great show. Yeah, yep. Everyone, don't talk about that damn fence from BF6. I hate that fence. All my homies hate that fence, okay? I take offense to that fence. Assetto Corsa is getting a ton of positive feedback, boss. Might be worth looking into. For what? What? Like, why? I don't understand. I need to hear about the fence. I got hung up on a fence in a gunfight in Battlefield the other day. It pissed me off. It pissed me off sufficiently for chat to make it a meme. Oh yeah, people were wondering if you could make drone ships in KSP. Yes. Yes, you can. Purple Pie, 74-month resub. I landed stuff on that, sure. What's the Astraeus? I think Astraeus is... Oh, God. Oh, yeah. That was before the Clydesdale was in the game. Yeah, we don't need to... We don't need... Right there is my first ever attempt at building a launch pad in KSP. Yeah, Daitor, I'm going to, for the new career mode save, the career mode save that we've been playing, I want to bring the moon pallets in. But I'm also just looking through. I'm just looking through everything to Yeah, Tess, I know what you mean. Yeah, I made a shed. Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't worry. You don't. Just. Oh, a Yarg welder. Look at that. Huh. Don't worry. You don't want to know. You don't need to know. It's fine. Why did Collins need that? That was more just to say that I did. Condor 9 Block 5 making history revision. Oh my. No. This is the best I could do in 2018. That's the best I... Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. It's a nuclear thermal tug for the shuttle, so I can put the shuttle at the moon. This was before For All Mankind. Condor Pad V4 Jebwort? Oh, God. Yeah. Fuel farm. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is fun. This is fun looking through all this stuff. But we got to find the right stuff. Condor 9 Slick 3F. Is that the... That's the thing. Oh. Oh, dear. I was starting to understand what you needed to do to make this, but yeah. Okay. What's up, Farm? How you doing? Dude, this is a lot of... Condor Heavy Strongback? Woof. Apparently the last penny ever was minted today. Condor hangar concept. What could be conceptual about a hangar, EJ? It's just a booster. That's something I never finished, right? See what I mean about my designs being way more dialed in now? I mean, keep in mind, this is all from 2018. So... Woof. Woof. There it is. Is this the one with the I-beams tilted next to it? Oh no. Okay, that's actually kind of sick. I made an ML in the tail service mast umbilicals. I used this to teach people about how the shuttle got put together. I remember now. I was pretty proud of it. This stuff's pretty damn good for the day, for considering, like, I don't, dude, like, actually, you know, I'll be 100% honest with you, Tessa. This really, really puts into perspective how far the designs have come. Like, dude, these builds are poo-poo for what they are. Like, you know, I tell people I'm self-taught, right? And this, dude, 2016, 2017, 2018 is when I really went hard on this stuff. Like, not that I don't do that now. It's just, at the time, right? You know, I was learning everything. I was learning how to dial a vehicle in, you know? Why is Blue Origin costing the taxpayers 80 million? I don't know. Does it launch? Probably not. This is the... Color transporter? What could that possibly... When did I do this? 2022? That's a different design, though, than the original Derek design. What in the world is going on here? Huh. Excuse me for 1 second. We'll get back to getting the moon pallets in a moment. Is it a mod? No. Balthazar, this is KSP with the 2 DLCs. All stock parts. Well, stock parts if you include the DLC parts as stock. This is, you know, this is super helpful because it's jogging my memory just how hardcore we really got at this. This is cool, man. This is good stuff. We did a lot of crazy inventions, man. I'm digging it, man. This is cool. There should be a tensioner in this design, but I guess there isn't. No tensioner in the design. It's causing it to bind. Yeah, it's gonna make a crawler transporter. That doesn't work. We have to make a track tensioner to make that work. Going back to the moon train. Yeah. I just wanted to see what that is. I have mountains. Dude, there's like 4,000 craft files in here. It's quite actually every single craft file that I ever hit the save button on since 2017. I put all of it in here. You see, Rams, those were not the right ones, though, dude. Bullet Bill. Condor 9. Crippen Station. There's the Cometto. Mate-demate device. Yeah! No robotic mate-demate device. Doesn't work anymore because of the docking logic, but... yeah, I could put the shuttle on top of the 747 with this thing. Yes, Platinum. I want those back. And dude, like, it's a little bit of a detour, but going down all of... what in the hell is that? Duna Colonial Transporter. Oh god, what was I trying to do here? We know what I was trying to do here. That was an abandoned project. That didn't even work. Dude, I have so much. Yeah, Duna Exploration Mission 2. I remember that. Well, that's it. If you're gonna build any car in Kerbal Space Program, you might as well do it with some style. I have no idea how old that craft file is. I'm gonna bring some of them back, Pelly Joe. Yeah, so you... Oh no. How apt. I named this as a joke, right? I called it Dreamcatcher because I don't chase dreams, we catch them. And also, little did we know how badly that statement would age, or how goodly that statement would age. Here we go. The FCB base nodes. There they are. Oh, no. No. That's not what we're looking for. That is the right idea, though. Your car is wearing a fez. Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, no. Nuclear-powered light. Nice. Should the light towers be using the ground anchor? I don't know. They need... Fred! They need to be using something. Fred! It's Fred! Look at Fred! Dude, you know what you could do with nowadays with KSP? You could turn Fred into a drone. Instead of like having VTOL rockets, you could just we could put contra rotating rotators with a Cal controller, and you could fold up legs that way if you really wanted to. This thing was a little VTOL rover that I made that when we landed boosters, this thing like drove underneath the leg, fired the VTOL engines, and actually folded the legs back up. Yeah, Fred. It's Fred. Oh my goodness. Ganymede mock-up? What is this? Oh yeah, Ganymede, the tanker ships that we were making. That's right. Yeah, the DeLorean is from Back to the Future Day, October 21st, 2015. I remember that. That was 10 years ago. We don't have a Sea Dragon, no. Make this tanker in career? Oh, I have ideas, Force. Don't you worry. I have ideas. I know where I want to go with this stuff. With the concept, yeah. GPS 3... A1B. Look at this thing. Not bad for the time. Yeah, I know, Rares, right? It's based off of the B1A. It's got whiplashes behind it. Believe me, I already thought of that. A5. Oh, yeah. That thing. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that is a way to make stuff. A21. Oh, the MiG! There it is! I forgot about this. Dude, yeah, see? Look at all this Wings Wednesday stuff that we did. That was a B1, yeah. Yep. Dude, I have so many more planes loaded into this file. What the hell is the K-64? Actually, the K-64 is a seaplane, if I'm remembering right. Yep. Yep, it's a seaplane. Designed for long-range recovery. I don't know why I put whiplashes on it. This thing does not need turbo ramjets. It would be better with Junos. It's got 8 SR-71 engines on it. And that's what I mean, dude. I didn't know any better at the time, but... yeah, see? It's got a little recovery boat inside. Look. And the recovery boat can drive in and out of the fuselage as a well deck. It's got a little rib in there. Rigid inflatable. Super funny, actually. Never knew EJ made targets. I didn't really make too many Soviet planes. I think I made an Su-27 and a MiG, and that's about it. K-78. Yep. This plane I designed to move upper stages around. You could put Condor 9 upper stages. And it includes the cargo. This is when I was experimenting with fairing fuselages. Jack has gone public about Astroforge. Cool.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
K300? Question? Isn't that the same thing as the K5? Yeah, that... we could... you know what would be better to do nowadays? Instead of having 12 engines, we have 4. You take 4 of the turbofans, overclock them, right? And then just make it look like a high bypass turbofan with fairings and stuff. Like what we did with Star Raker. KB57. Oh, that's the Canberra. Yeah. Nice. That's where we were building the launch site at the desert. Yeah, that's when they added the desert, Drummer. There was a time where I didn't launch anything. Pod recovery vehicle. I remember that. Yeah. Did you ever get the Apollo heavy lift concept vehicle working in KSP? It kind of works, Jack. We'd have to figure out a thrust profile with it. Curb Marrow. Oh, look. A Formula 1 car with active aero. What in the Caspian Sea Monster? Don't, guys, dude, I had a lot of crazy ideas back in the day. I was much less refined. Curb Toral Carrier. No, I remember this. Look. What was I thinking? It's a boat or a ship. It's a seagoing vessel, a seafaring vessel, we'll say. It's based off of the littoral combat ship, which I later figured out is a gigantic pile of doo-doo. Both of them. Whoever thought that was a good idea is... I don't know what the hell they were thinking. KH-2B Sky Crane. Oh no. Those are turbo shafts in KSP before turbo shafts.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Oh god, fly it. No. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, if you want to know why EJ knows so much about helicopters and turbines, we had to build them from scratch in KSP. And then they added rotor blades because the devs, I think the devs saw me doing this and went, don't worry, the two LCSs will be used as minesweepers. They should be used as nothing. Yep. Kerbal transport vehicle. We use that to transport people to the pad. That's actually not a new design. We use that in mission mode. Thank you for that. The rotor blades are cool. Dude, I know way more about helicopters than I care to mention because in like, I don't know, I forget when it was, dude, like 2018 or something. We went down a helicopter rabbit hole and I tried as hard as I could to make a helicopter knowing nothing about helicopters or turbines or turbo shafts or swash plates or collectives or cyclics. We came out on the other side experts at building helicopters, but that did take 6 months of Oh, yep. Yep. This is a crane with no robotics and a trailer. It uses air brakes for actuation. Does this save have the tuk-tuk? Yeah. What in the... I can't even come up with anything. Chinook, maybe? DCRT. What is this? No description. See, I got into a really good habit of saying what the thing is and when the last time I worked on it was, but for the longest time, a lot of this stuff is just completely undocumented. Oh yeah, there's an upgraded version of it. It's for collecting debris of crashed ships and putting it in here and then towing it back to the launch site. This is a lowboy trailer. I engineered a lowboy trailer. I engineered a lowboy trailer and I put a crane on the back. Why does it look like a Hemet? Because it is. Yeah. A lot of my mission mode saves and prior career mode saves for like driving around, I built a Hemet because Hemets. And then I built the 3-axle version with the tag axle. And that's a 5th wheel right there. Before robotics and stuff, I made the 5th wheel out of, believe it or not, a fuel tank. And then, you know, you back this thing up and then you deploy that. There you go. 5th wheel. It works. Except, you know, the trailer is a separate vehicle and that tends to cause issues. Would these be helpful in your current career? The trucks are always useful. Yeah, the K100 and the K200, sure. I just have a flatbed. You have no idea how useful, well, you do, how useful a flatbed truck is. I was gonna say, Rob, you actually probably do. Yeah, dude, I built all the support vehicles out, man. That's how I roll. Like, you guys wondering why I know so much about GSE and know so much about all the nuts and bolts to put stuff together, launch pads, etc., because we built everything. Like what different vehicles do. You guys want to know why I like cranes? Because I spent years building freaking cranes in Kerbal. Years. Everything here was built for a reason. This is all built to support recovery operations. Oh, the Model K. Yeah. Look at this thing. Yeah, little 4-seater car. I built everything, dude. We built it all. Actually, I like that. That thing is pretty sick. Great rollover protection when you make the roof out of like 1-inch plate steel. Yeah, yeah, this thing is actually fun to drive around. It's officially my job now to come up with what the versions of everything that you pull out of the save file. This was when we were building Condor 9 stuff out in the desert. That's what we were doing. Korolev revamp? Oh, that's Buran. Never mind. That thing's a gigantic pile of dog poop. We don't need to worry about that. The KP4U is an engine. It's a propeller plane in KSP. Don't ask. I'm not. The Kraken Polt. It's a centrifuge. Yep, it's a centrifuge. I can't believe this, dude. Oh yeah, the other Soviet plane I built is that. It's a Berkut, the Sukhoi 47. It flies like trash. Kerbal doesn't understand reverse swept wings. It doesn't understand what that is. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that. It's Muos, Utelsat 117, KBS 2A. Yeah, this is when what I did. Okay, so for a while, guys, I couldn't figure out like what I wanted to do with Condor 9 once we engineered this rocket I could land. So what I did was, for a little bit of time, I just built the satellites that SpaceX was actually launching in like 2017, 2018. I just built the actual satellite. I built it in Kerbal, and then I launched it to its orbit to demonstrate the mission that Falcon 9 was flying. Nowadays, they do that so damn often, that's quite literally impossible to do. Minmus Station Concept Revision 4, 1,040 parts. All right, what is this? Yep, the space dry dock. We built this, by the way. It's a loading dock for spaceships. I assembled it in orbit around Minmus, by the way. So the ships come in, they dock here, and then I would stage payloads here, and you stage all the payloads out here. The ship comes into dock when it comes back from Duna, right? And then you put the payloads in the payload bay. A robotic arm would be quite useful here. Launch it. No, I'm good. Do this stuff again? Okay. Modular mining base. Gigantic VTOL roving landers that can deploy little Freds out the back. Nuclear powered. Very expensive. One-shot launch. And it lands itself, and then you gotta bring a lander to it to land on the landing pad right there. Do you have a star space base, something that orbits the Kerbal Sun? No, I don't. This is an old sandbox mode save, Pigeon. I'm just looking through here. Light transporter, the FCB light transporter. Yep. This is an old save, and I'm combing the desert. I'm combing through the crap files for stuff that could be useful for our current career mode save. That right there is a lander with interchangeable parts. This is before Kerbal construction was a thing. Right now, nowadays with Kerbal construction, you could just attach new parts. But a long time ago, like if you screwed up a lander or something broke, you know, I just undocked the part. And these all have alignment pins made out of octag struts. So they were easy to put together. I think we called this the banana. But yeah, this is a dual axis thrust lander. So it deorbits with the aerospike, and then it VTOL lands with the Terriers. It's totally modular. You could just take parts off. Kerbals can take parts off, right? And a Kerbal with one of my orbit tugs could just rebuild it. Yeah. Oh my god, EJ, this is where you hang out when not at NSF. Yes, this is where I am. Modular Space Transporter Carrier. I think this is the bigger version of the same vehicle. Yes, it is. Yep. Space Tug. This is a modular vehicle as well. You can swap parts out. You have the, you know, the hab section up front, cargo, propulsive section, and then you have propulsive nacelles. This thing is a triple axis thrust lander. Well, not triple axis. You know, you have retro braking engines, right? You have forward and backward facing engines, and you have VTOL. So this thing doesn't need to like turn around to step on the brakes when you're deorbiting, like around Minmus. You just fire the forward thrusters and it'll deorbit for you, and then you just land like an airplane. I'm done with my appointments. They took 8 gallons of bone juice out of you. Jeez, Element. Thanking all the vets. Wish I could talk to them more. What better minute was an ammunition loader on a battleship. That's cool. He was, that means he was on the New Jersey. That's sweet. Moon lander concept. Yeah, that concept didn't go anywhere. Those engines rotate, by the way. They can rotate 180 degrees. The idea is that, you know, the thing comes in for a landing and you can modulate the angle from the nuclear engines. You can move them back and forth to kind of land it like an airplane. There's Moon Crane. Ah, yes. That's the old Moon Crane. This is a VTOL Sky Crane. I'm not sure that's what I'm looking for, though. That is cool, though. I don't know why I put intakes on it. I think I put intakes on it because they look cool. Hey, Pat, what's going on? The pods rotate, Dean. Yes, they do. Here's Neptune. Neptune is big. It's what I use to launch most of this stuff. Yes, the inner stage is made out of panels. No, I'm not proud of it. There was nothing... I'm not going to say that there was nothing better. We probably could have used a fairing, but yes, Neptune works. The first stage does come back down and land. And I want to point out that Neptune is based off of BFR. At least SpaceX's original BFR MCT concept, just scaled down. And I tried to build landing legs for this thing, and it didn't work. So I just had it land on its hold down points. What were the struts used for in the first stage? That's to hold the hold down points. Because I came to the conclusion that ironically here, guys, and now this is not some correlation. I'm not, like, don't worry about it. Like, but the similarities are interesting. So I made this Kerbal scale. This ended up being about the size of Super Heavy, which is funny, and not exactly the same amount of engines, but close, right? This booster, its dry mass is 320 tons, and if you tried to land it with landing legs, it snaps the landing legs off because it's so damn heavy. The parallels are kind of funny, believe it or not. Like, but I'm not trying to say like I knew what they were doing before they did it, right? This booster just happens to be the same size and dry mass and a similar amount of engines to what Super Heavy eventually became, and I think that's kind of funny. Can you launch this for us? No. I don't want to go launching stuff because then we're gonna, people want to. We're gonna say launch everything. Never again. I don't want to know what that is. NTV transfer stage. Oil foil concept? What the hell is this? It's a boat of some type. I don't know what the heck I was trying to do with it. We made Go Searcher and Go Navigator with a pod recovery system, and the pod recovery system actually works. It uses air brakes to push it around, and it magnetizes the docking port. You could pick it up and put the capsule down. Hey, Rib. Yep. I wonder if the file for the dock is in here, guys. Pier 154, there it is. The dock! Oh, the shipyard dock! Nice! The portable dock. Just park it. Park it on the shoreline. And that thing's on, I don't know if it's on a hinge or if I just made that work. Yeah, this is a ramp. It's jet powered, and it has a gantry crane on it. And the gantry crane has an apparatus for rotating the capsule. So check this out. The boat that I just showed you guys, it has like kind of a slipway right here, and you could park it right here, and it kind of aligns to that I-beam, right? And then the pod would be right here. Excuse me. Sneeze. That's part of the steps. This thing is a crane, right? It uses rover wheels to drive it back and forth and landing gear to hold it up, right? And it's 2-axis. So you have to undock the thing to move it back and forth, right? Now check this out. We had 3 air brakes here, and when you undeploy them, this thing actually can move up and down. It moves this whole apparatus up and down. So this thing could move and pluck the pod off of the ship, right? And then what this thing does is it's a breakover device. I didn't know the name of it at the time, but this is a breakover device. It rotates. This inner thing rotates so I can put the pod on a trailer. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to move the pod horizontally on a trailer. SpaceX doesn't do that. They move it vertically because it's a pod. But that is what I did. Yeah, it's a freaking breakover device and a gantry crane. This works. We did use this. I did recover pods with this thing. Yeah, just cranes with sprung weight is not a good idea. Hey, Nassim man, what's going on? Here's Grissom. You guys already know what that is. There's the bigger version. Transport ship. Interplanetary transport ship. This is when I really didn't understand Kerbal hierarchy. I thought docking ports would strengthen this. They don't. Docking ports make this weak. And this thing had a very bad knack of splitting in half. But if I did get it to work, this thing could dock to an asteroid and mine the asteroid out. That's what those drills down there are for. You grab the asteroid, this thing holds itself to it, and the drills drill the asteroid out to refuel. What, in the Pillar of Autumn? Yeah, that's the idea. This thing, no, the asteroid's docked. This thing's designed to go mine out a Class E asteroid. Scobie is the lander version. Check this out. Dual-axis thrust lander with pivotable engines. Before robotics, dude. So the engine nacelles... I don't want to mess with it, but the engine nacelles actually do this. Right, they can rotate down like that, and then they dock. They lock and dock into place, and this thing becomes a dual-axis lander. And I made a rotisserie payload bay. This has air brakes that move back and forth, like think a ratchet strap almost, right? And you could put a rotisserie in here, and it could rotate the payload into position. So you'd load this thing up, right? Dock it on both sides, and the payload would be on a gigantic rotisserie. We'd have like 20 of them in here. And this thing could land, drop one onto a truck, right? Turn, drop another one onto a truck, turn, drop another one onto a truck, turn, drop another one onto... You get the idea. It's a giant revolver. Yes, that was actually the idea. It's a revolver that we stole the design from a revolver barrel, or from a revolver cylinder. That's how that mechanism works. There's an air brake in there that actually moves it somewhere. Oh no, it's actually, we ended up going with a control surface. See? Yep. When Kerbal Autumn build. My Grissoms are based off of the Pillar of Autumn, dude. Yeah. I love Halo. Halo's amazing. Receivery vessel concept. Yeah, that concept got really far. Nope. Nope. Hey, Sad, what's going on? Shuttle Sky Tug. Oh, dear. The Sky Tug adapter, I remember that. Yeah, what if I wanted my shuttle to go everywhere? That's how you do it. Soyuz before they put Soyuz parts in the game. Oh boy. There's the rock. That was the old version. I made a better version of it eventually. Maybe after hours you could go back to the Pillar of Autumn. There's, yeah. Transport, deconstruction, and recovery vehicle. This thing is a breakover device for Condor 9's first stage. And then there's the Alfred piece. This thing is an air brake actuated mechanism that can fold the legs up for you. We called it Alfred. It's a rover that kind of jumps up and on here and... Oh dear. We already saw Fred, dude. We saw the Fred Craft file. I'm amazed, guys. I'm amazed this works with how the Kraken eats things. Test stand is turbo. Oh God. It was all the attempts to make a turboprop. I don't know, Michigan. Maybe. Unmanned tanker concept. Yep. See, this is when if I needed parts, I just stacked parts. There's like, my reasoning behind this is that if you need parts for a station, you need to send it all in one piece. Just stack it all on top of each other. That's what a space container ship would do, right? A container ship that's a seagoing vessel would have, the tanks, the conics is stacked on top of each other. Why stack on top of each other? Why? That doesn't matter. Just have a bunch of rocket engines at one end and just basically a huge rod coming out the front of this thing and just attach all the things to it. Why would you... I mean, that's basically... The funny thing is, that's basically what a transporter is. That's basically what the SpaceX bandwagon and transporter missions, that's exactly what they are. That on a bigger scale. I didn't even think of that. Ordnance station concept. What's this one? Yeah, this was my idea for converting a tanker around Duna into a space station. Yeah. Okay. Do you have the mission mode logs? They're on the other computer, yeah. I'm ready, Ethereal, yeah. The XK-154. Tilt engine, tilt wing. Kraken tech. Dude, this thing is a death trap. I already tell you just by looking. That's a death trap. That's a great way to get a Kerbal killed. Wow. What a trip down memory lane that was. Tim? Oh yeah. Some people call him Tim. That's a high-powered rocketry thing. What's untitled spacecraft? Let's see. Yep, it's the Condor 9 transporter. Wow. Bullet Bill. It is a stage recovery vehicle. I had so many upper stages sitting up there, I wanted to get them back. So I built a re-entry vehicle that my upper stage attaches to get them back. That's the gantry crane. Shuttle meets Beluga, yeah. This is an azimuth carrier. It's a helicopter carrier. And the landing gear deploys and it actually pushes this thing up and down on tracks. It's a giant elevator. And we could VTOL land stuff on this thing, roll them over here, bring them down, and put them inside the ship. You could put them inside, dock them in here. This thing works. This thing actually worked. We actually used this to recover stuff. Did you hear Project Kuiper is no more? Yeah, it's called Amazon, what is it, Amazon Web or something? What about the K30? I don't even, those might be in here. Let's see. K38? No, it's a T38. Actually, it looks more like an F5. Why did I put two Junos in, or two Weasley? I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. K30? I believe this is a... Oh, jeez. Mining tuk-tuk. K29B is the tuk-tuk. These designs are so wonky, dude. They're not in here, drummer. At least I don't see them. K67. The 67, I believe, is also a VTOL carrier. Oh, God, this thing. This thing killed Kerbals. Yeah, I remember this thing. This thing killed Kerbals. Good idea. Killed Kerbals. K28. Yeah, there it is. Is SpaceX looking to add Starlink sats around the moon and Mars? And would they need relays to help in space? I think they want to, but Denny, as far as I know, there isn't so many tentative plans. Okay, what the frick? Don't worry about it, dude. K70, this thing works. This thing is actually good. I used this thing. It is a passenger VTOL plane. Yeah, I like VTOLs. I think VTOLs are cool. I had kind of a little bit of an obsession with them for a little while. If you guys have seen my auto gyros, that is the culmination of all these failed designs. Yeah, this thing has rotating pods in there. This has, yeah, this whole thing can rotate. These do this. And the reason why these things kill Kerbals is because I needed a gyroscope on my engine mounts, and the engine mount is a separate, you undock it and it becomes a separate vehicle. And same vessel or vessel collision is holding it in place. And when you rotate it into place, it redocks up here, right? And then, yeah, you go to hover mode. It's a death trap. These are not, this is before robotics were in the game. This thing does work though. That thing actually is pretty damn good. But like once again, at the time I didn't understand vessel hierarchy, so K70 recovery. Note to future EJ, make a better way for Kerbals to enter and exit the vehicle. Okay, thanks, bye. Oh god. It's got a chain. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh dear. Raven, your partner works on Project Kuiper, so I find it hilarious. I'm learning about the rebrand from your stream and not her. Sorry, Raven. I want to bring in the moon pallets. I was looking through here to see if there's anything else that's useful. The vast majority of this stuff is not that. Like the vast majority of this stuff is not that at all. Okay. All right, let's get out of here. What is that? It's a pelican. Mr. EJ, I know I'm probably the 69th person to ask this, but do you plan on streaming KSA tonight? No, you're the 67th. I was gonna play Anno 117 tonight, dude. So maybe KSA sometime. Let's get in some voices through Starbase Live. Okay, Kerbal needs to be restarted after this, after loading that many craft files. It's really going slow. Kerbal's using 13 gigs of RAM. All right, let's give it a quick restart. So yeah, we'll go through the career mode, the other career mode. We'll raid that place. Give me 1 second. Kerbal just took a dump. Okay, but are you going to play EU5? Probably not. Hey, man. That's what happens when you're self-taught. You just have to build something, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not for purchase, Hand Banana. It's just open early access. You can just grab it. I don't think they want to sell it, you know. By the way, I've been watching you stream on and off for what, like over a decade now. It's fun seeing you walk down memory lane, the before times. Yeah. Don't worry. Guys, so in terms of Kerbal, in terms of KSP, I kind of want to stick with this career mode save for a little bit, for just a little while. Give me 1 second. I'm talking to Jack real quick. Have you ever played Stellaris? Yep. Oh. Okay. All right, so let's go into the career mode save. This is career mode 1. The career mode 25 that we have right now is the second career mode save that I've done in KSP. I think I've done 3 sandbox saves throughout my KSP career. 2 career mode saves now and a mission mode save. Mission mode save is kind of my own rule set. You guys know how that is. Two mission modes? The sandbox saves were always mission mode 1 rule set, dude. Here we go. Moon palette. This is what I want right here. Ready for Nooglins? I am. Get rid of that. The SSDO mode was mission mode 2. I don't understand what you're talking about, dude. Mission mode 2 is a rule set, not the amount of mission mode saves that I've done. Mission modes it's a rule set. It's not the name of the save. I played like 3 or 4 sandbox saves with no revert mission mode rules. Mission mode 2 was the first time we put it in career and made a hardcore rule set. So that's not referring to chronologically the save. It's referring to the rules. I got past that with the Kraken drives, fellas. Yeah, of course. No, Graham, I haven't heard it. All right, so this is what I want here. I want the moon pallet. I really want moon pallet and the moon crane. That's really what we need. This. And that's the RDM, the reusable descent module. When's the next rocket review? Probably next week, Sad. I'm gonna rope the rocket review into New Glenn and Viasat 3F2 coverage today. We're gonna be playing more. It's good. I like to find the balance between playing games and doing space news, you know? My solution to get the crane off of this was to give it its own VTOL system. Okay. So Moon Crane 4. I want that. We need the pallet. So what's pallet Mark II and Mark III? What's the difference here? Oh, the Mark II pallet has a probe core on it. Okay, what about Mark III? Why did I put that there? It's a crane, Graham. It unfolds to make a pivot. I mean, I understand. It's the docking port reset. Oh, yeah. That's right. This is a system that, because sometimes the docking ports dock to themselves. Yeah. And it screws up the docking port logic. So it'll not dock to itself. It magnetizes to that port. And you can reset the magnetization right there by undocking and then moving it back into position. That's just a Kerbal logic thing. I forgot about that. Because it has the downward facing docking port as well. So, wait, what the hell is this? What's the servo for? It moves the docking port out of magnetization range and then moves it back. I get it. So that docks it, and then the servo undocks it, moves it out of mag range. Wait, why would that fix that? I don't know, whatever. And then I put an antenna on it, which... Okay. That's kind of a waste. It's got a probe core right there. This thing doesn't need batteries if it has the fuel cell. The fuel cell is the battery. That is a battery right there. It's got electric charge. And then the tank is right there. So I'm already seeing spots where we can cut parts out of the design. But yeah, the general concept here is this is right. One more NSF. I'm doing Flame Trench on Friday, Outdoorsman. This is another career mode save, Archie. I'm pulling... Okay, so we want the Mark III Moon Pallet. Let's take Moon Pallet Mark III. We need Moon Crane 4. And now... Lunar Lander Concept. That's the descent module. We don't... I mean, we could use that if we want. New capsule design 1C. I believe that's the Rigel capsule. Oof. Or return vehicle? What the funkin' waggles is this thing? Oh, this was for a mission to bring ore back. So I made a capsule that can move ore. Hey, Yum Food. Might get some WB-57 imagery this flight is heading down range. Cool. Neat. This was something to be able to generate copious amounts of monopropellant. I have no idea what I built this for. I do remember conversion rate. Oh no. Oh, that's right. To make money. That's right. You can cheese the hell out of career mode. I forgot about this. Yeah, if you in situ resource utilize, you put this thing down on Kerbin and you make monopropellant, right? So just you mine this thing, right? You can make monopropellant. You drop the monopropellant tank down. This thing is designed to come undocked, right? You can undock the thing. I was gonna make a vehicle that could drive under here, lift it up, and we could sell it. Because monopropellant, like, watch. So the price is 211 right now, right? If we mined ore out of the ground and this thing was filled with monopropellant, $50 Gs, dude. Yeah, I designed it to basically get 50 Gs of monopropellant, just passive income. Are the ore tanks full? Yeah, they are for some reason. I don't even think this thing mines, dudes. I think it just moves. I think we just move ore tanks into position. Yeah, the idea was to just put a full pallet of ore tanks out, load this up, put an empty pallet of monopropellant, and yeah, you're basically, it's arbitrage, but with Kerbal resources. Oh dear. That's exactly what it is. But with fixed prices, yeah. It's arbitrage with fixed prices, so you could just... Oh no. EJ was scheming, dudes. It's free money, but it takes a while. Yeah, you just put it out as passive income. I remember now. Thank you. Yeah. Refreshed my memory from that. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's not like a game-changing thing. It's just another, once you have enough money, it's just a supplementary thing that you could do. You just place the thing out, right? And dude, like nowadays, fellas, I don't even think we'd swap the pallets. Just put it out at the desert or at one of the other launch sites. Just put it there. Leave it. Let it do its thing. Proto Jeb ship. Oh god. No. Money! Here, the RDM. This is my reusable descent module. It's not a bad design. I mean, actually, that's the same thing as my damn service module. It's the same tank configuration. Just, I have these supplementary saddle tanks, too. And it's not inside of a fairing. It's weird that I chose the same design. I don't remember. I did not do that on purpose. It's basically the same thing, though. RDM extension palette. What is this? Oh, mission extension palette. Yeah, that thing didn't work. That was a pile of junk. It never did what I wanted it to do. RDM lander capsule. There's the capsule that you can attach to it to make it a manned lander. I don't need to do that. Transfer vehicle. Okay. Yeah, just duct tape the tanks to the back of the capsule. It's fine. Reusable descent module, but it's spelt out with the extension piece. Yeah, that's with the extension palette. That thing sucks. Saturn V. Okay. Science sat bus. Yeah, that's an old sat bus that we made. We don't need that. Seat test. Yep, no idea what I was doing there. The Shepherd capsule? What was that? A motorcycle, maybe? That was an early science thing. We don't need that. Astroforge is getting really real now. Yeah. Shepherd hammer is... Yeah, these are all the early launch vehicles that we made for science. I ended up just using the Lizard instead. TB shuttle? I don't know. Utility concept. Oh, no name. Weather tracking satellite. With jettisonable ESUs. All right. Look at that. You launch the satellite and it jettisons these and these deorbit. That's like a Corona satellite. Or yeah. Hey, Combat Sent. Great to watch you outside of NSF. Really great work here. Thanks, man. Okay. That's the redirect module. That's neat. Did they work? As far as I know, oh, yeah, sure. Bobstock. I remember those. They suck. I hate them. I replaced them with the Rigel capsule. Hey, Clayton. This is an asteroid redirect thing. Why does it have a big docking port on it? Oh no. That's an asteroid redirect module. It attaches to the thing and then it's a space station 6-axis node. I do believe how this thing actually works is that there's another big docking port here somewhere. Because why would I... Give me 1 second, guys. So Bree's telling me the utility company's switching the meter out, so the power is gonna go out. So great. I forgot that was today. I don't know if the UPSs that we have are enough to keep everything running for however long that's gonna happen. It's gonna really screw me up today. Generator doesn't work. The carburetor is broken. Yeah, the power might go out. Cargo excursion module. Yeah, it shouldn't take that long, but I don't know if these things will work. Oh, I want this. Good. Yeah, the science modules. Get a small station battery, EcoFlow. Ephemeral. I have sine wave inverter uninterrupted power supplies hooked up to everything. I just don't know if they're gonna last that long with this current rate of power consumption, dude. A meter swap could only take 15 minutes, consider it a UPS test. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you because I don't know if it'll run for 15 minutes with the power draw that we have. I don't think my battery array is big enough for that. All right, so I got a list of what I wanted. We need Moon Pallet Mark III. I want the crane. Hold on. I gotta go. Okay, yeah, hold on 1 second. Okay, so I'll keep the stream live, guys. Whatever happens, happens. I'll be back. I gotta go. Yeah. Bree wants me down there when the guy does it, so I'll be right back. So, yeah, I'll be back. Hey, if the stream stays live, it stays live. That's good. If it doesn't, it doesn't. On the other side of coverage, on the other side of this, no matter what happens, hold on, peeking the mic like crazy. On the other side of this, no matter what happens, we'll probably start up New Glen coverage, so yeah, I'll see you on the other side for New Glen's coverage if that happens. So stand by for loss of signal here as expected, and I will see you in a moment. I'll probably shut it anyway, just because I need to restart the VOD anyway. So yeah, we'll I'll shut down the YouTube right now. So stand by for loss of signal on the YouTube side of things. I will be back momentarily for New Glen coverage. Twitch will stay live here. We'll see what happens. Be back in a moment.